people? It's Chris Chapman here at the Rusty Nuts Model Shop with another coffee time. Oh, it's been a long time. Not since I've had coffee, but since I've chatted with you. Okay. Got a few updates and stuff to talk about. I've been like way busy working. Everybody's heard the thing going crazy right now, trying to get a few jobs done. Have yet to do anything with any modeling, but I'm planning soon, hopefully. Have some time. Got time today. Bike's down, it's in the shop. I decided to go ahead and break down and do something I wanted to do 170,000 miles ago. And so it's in getting a stage 2 95 cubic inch big bore kit put on it. I'm gonna make her powerful. Get me around my local coffee shops quicker. Yes. But I have been doing a lot of writing when I've been on my downtime from work, trying to make up for not getting a lot in for the last year or so. But winter's coming. I'm not planning on slowing down on the writing, but I'm planning on work slowing down. So that'll give me some time. And so I needed to send this out. It's long overdue. And I apologize to everybody. I'm here to thank you all, but apologize for the delay in doing so. I wanted to wait until I was able to show you what, in case some of you haven't seen it and stuff. And I had to wait and order it in from Barnes & Noble, my issue of Scale Auto magazine. This is it right here. The new copy, new edition. And Rick Zink turned around and did a video on it already. And so I know most of you guys have seen it, because I know most of you guys that follow me follow him. But he turned around and did a video showing that at the GSL show, one of my cars, there it is, kind of hard to see, it's my little 1/32 scale Model T 1925. Ended up making it in there with some absolutely amazing builds. And to be honest with you, I'm looking through this and I'm looking through these builds in this issue, and I am very honored to be in there with the caliber of builds that are sharing this issue, or I'm sharing this issue with. And I mean, there are some absolutely gorgeous builds. It's not the best, so you're gonna have to go and get your own copy. But to be able to be put into a magazine is way cool. It's something you always think of, but never ever thought that would happen. Another thing that kind of makes me a little bit proud about it, that stands out for me, is the fact that it's the only rust bucket. They don't get a lot of coverage. Most of the model shows, they're starting to slowly get into showing some of the rusty stuff. Some trophies are being handed out, or certificates showing that they noticed it and good job kind of thing. This whole magazine has got some beautiful cars. And then there's my little piece of crap down there in the corner on page, I believe it was 36, I don't know. Should have looked, I guess. Oh, yeah, 36. So to have a magazine like this, go and put me in it, incredible. For them to turn around and put a rusty rust bucket like that in it, even better, because it's showing that people are starting to take notice of something besides the shiny and the clean. And Dr. Cranky turned me on to rusty stuff a couple years ago, and it's one of my best and funnest ways to build model cars. So much character and stuff to them that just is incredible what you can do with them. And to have it sitting there amongst all them shiny things really kind of threw me for a loop. Papa Dan turned around and sent me a text saying, "Congratulations, bud." Sent him a text back, and I'm like, "For what?" He's like, "For your car being in the show, or in the magazine." I'm like, "What? Oh, you haven't seen it yet?" And then he turned around and showed me, or sent me a picture of the text that one of the other builders, I believe it was Tom White, that sent him saying, "Hey, look who made the magazine." So, Tom, thanks for informing Dan, and Dan, thanks for informing me. Nobody around here carries that magazine. I had to have Barnes & Noble order it for me, and I got it in last week. And I was going to do a video last weekend, but knowing my bike was going in, I went out there and tried to break her. But she went in running. And that's all I can ask. Just run for me, baby. And she does. So I'm going to give her a little bit of heart surgery and pump her up a little bit. Oh man, the coffee's going down good today. So thanks to everybody. I've got on Facebook messages, I've got YouTube people doing videos with like Rick Zink and stuff, congratulating me. You guys are just wonderful. Thank you so much for all of the support and all the well wishes and the congrats that you guys sent to me. It meant a lot. Getting me back into, pushing me back into maybe parking the bike for a weekend, but not now, not with this new upgrade. So it's just going to have to be a bad weather day that I just might stay off the bike and not work. But came up with a couple ideas. I've been looking at some of these builds. I keep thinking I got to get them done. And they've gone on for so long to the point to where I've lost all interest in them. And so I'm thinking, to get the interest back, maybe the best thing to do is start another kit. Not sure what one yet, but if I could build one from beginning to end and just focus on one kit for a minute and see if I can't get something done, a newfound motivation, because every time I get around to having time to where I can build it, I just don't have the desire to go out and I get on my bike and I go ride. And that's usually what would give me ideas and inspiration to hurry up and get back, so I could take what I just thought of my ideas and put them to work. So I don't know, I got to get back into it and stuff, and I've been away from it for so long it's kind of hard to get motivated. But I believe I posted some pics on Facebook of Volkswagen Harley Davidson thing. Really cool picture and stuff. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I ought to go do something like that. Got some other pictures that I got. I found the Scooby-Doo mobile, the Mystery Machine, out here in Salt Lake City, Utah, just sitting out there in front of a building, all faded and just kind of slowly rotting away. So we stopped and got pictures of it and stuff. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get them off my phone and onto my computer. It's been so long. I've got this new phone. I have yet to get any pictures from here to there, so I can add it. So I'll see what I can do at the end of this, get them put on it and stuff. So again, I apologize for being away for so long and not having updates. I just haven't done anything. And I sure don't think you want to hear about me riding my bike every weekend. But if you do, let me know. I'll let you know. One other thing about Papa Dan. He just posted a video that showed his diorama, old rust bucket sitting there, that he turned around and took out to Modelpalooza. And he ended up getting a certificate for it. Most of you guys have seen that. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have, actually. And he did the video to talk to people that are afraid to put models in shows. They go there and they look at all the work that people do on their cars and stuff, and then think, oh, I can't compete with these people, so I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to put them on. Just do it. He had some great advice. He kept telling me he kept going to shows, and I'm like, so how did you do? What kind of response? Oh, I didn't put anything. I'm like, Dan, come on. You got great work. You got to get it out there. You got to let people see it. And like you said in the video, I told him over and over, you want to become a better model builder, go in there and put it down on their table and ask people, what do you think about this? What would you do to change it? How can I improve this? And 90% of the people are going to be honest with you and tell you, I wouldn't change it at all. You did a great job. Then there's going to be somebody that comes up and says, I would have done it this way. And that's what you want to hear. You want to hear somebody that's going to say, this is the technique that I do. I'm not sure how you did it, but I could have gotten this kind of an effect or that kind of an effect out of it. And like you said, you got to be thick-skinned, because if people are honest with you, you know, you're going to get most people are going to say, oh, it looks great. I wouldn't have changed a thing about it. But every model, there's something you could have done different. Learning a technique that you use and to apply it in a different way is huge, because you get different effects with doing the same thing, just the same whatever, and putting it in there, making it all look good. Taking that same technique, doing it differently, then you get a different result and stuff. So that's how you learn. That's the best way to learn. Just ask them. I remember my very first GSL show, what, 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I went in there with the 2 worst models that I built up to that date. And I mean, I built these like a little bit before. I mean, they were bad. My first rust bucket that Dr. Cranky got me into, oh, I got to try that. And then I turned around and I took what I thought was a decent car, but it had a lot of flaws on it, a lot of mistakes. And that was before, both of them models was before I knew anything about sanding them down, cleaning them up, making them smooth, how the light reflects through the clear coat to make the paint shine. I didn't know any of that stuff at the time with these 2 particular models. Now, I had built some with the new techniques that I was learning from Dr. Cranky and other builders to improve, and I had better models that I could have taken in there. But this is my first big show, and so I took the 2 worst ones, put them on the table, and I waited until the judges were there. The first people I went and talked to were the judges. And I knew I wasn't going to get anything. I wasn't expecting anything. But when I went up there and said, these are my cars here, I want to be able to build them better, and just getting into the hobby fairly recently, what do you guys suggest I do that can make me improve these? And I sat there with 3 judges for about an hour and a half just discussing my 2 model cars that I had there. And I learned so much. They walked me over and showed me, see this model here? Now the way that he does this and gets this effect out of it is by and they went step by step. I learned so much by taking garbage in there, and I walked out of there. I took what they told me, put it into a new build, and later on that fall I ended up going to a model show with the people that put on the GSL show, and I walked home with best paint and best of show. Never expected anything like that. So take your model cars there, put them down on the table, ask the people around you, You know, these are my models and I'm trying to get better and stuff. What do you suggest? How do you think I could do this better or differently to get a better outcome? And listen to them. And if somebody turns around and says, well, in my opinion, it's garbage, you should just throw it away and start all over. And say, okay, well, how would I start over? What would my steps be to make it to where you wouldn't feel like I need to throw it away? You don't want to hear that, but I took my 2 in there and basically was told that. It stepped me up. I'm like, okay, Dr. Cranky Marathon, 2-day marathon for the rest of the weekend. Learning. So I had a blast with it. Dan had a blast taking his models in. Finally went and put them into a show. And I'm in a show. He's taking his models into his local club where they meet over there at the Hobby Lobby and stuff, talk to them, got advice and stuff, which is great. But to put them down and talk to judges and other people, best way to learn. Great advice, Dan. Thank you for the video. People, it's almost 20 minutes. Well, 16 minutes. I hope I had something to talk about for you. I don't know when I'm going to have something else. I'm not going to bore you guys. Thanks to everybody again. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for the, hey, how you doing messages and stuff. Still around, still kicking. And here this next week, I'm going to be kicking a lot faster. So excited. So everybody keep going, keep the builds going and stuff like that. Be a few weeks, I'm sure. I'll have another update coming up. And until then, y'all have a great weekend, great week, great few weeks until I chat at you again. Thanks again. Chris Chapman, Rusty Nuts Model Shop. Bye.